I'm prepared, work a little silent snap count because I know it's going to be loud and be ready to play some good football.
Have you guys talked about the fact that, you're borderline back in the Atlantic Division race, and if you were to win these next two, chances are you could probably get back to Charlotte? Is that a discussion at all at this point?
It's in the back of your mind, but you got to understand that if we don't win these ball games, it really doesn't matter. Our focus is on the next game, and it's not in our hands anymore. So all we can do is win ball games and hope for the best. So going into this week and next week, finishing up our ACC conference, our ACC opponents, all we can do is win and prepare ourselves in the best way, come and play the best possible games we can play.
Chris, you might have been asked this already, but how did you guys, after halftime, and down 10-0 in the third quarter, how did you guys regroup yourselves and keep yourselves focused when maybe some other teams might have collapsed at that point?
It's not very hard when you got mature guys that are mentally tough and understand, this situation and understand that you have to keep fighting and keep scratching and keep clawing. And the way our defense is playing, we're going to have a chance to be in this ball game and to understand, this is the time where we really have to go out and win a game. We got guys that really understand that and that we prepare like that, week in, week out. And that's just a part of being a Clemson Tiger. You got to be willing to fight and come to battle no matter what the circumstances are.
What needs to improve in the red zone? Considering the way you guys have struggled in the last two games.
It's all about execution. We'll get down there and shoot ourselves in the foot a lot of times. Against NC State, we were able to put a lot of long drives together and then stall out because of really just player execution. When you get down in the red zone, the margin for error is very slim, and you got to be on point with everything, with timing, with depth, with techniques across the line. You got to keep guys covered up a little longer in the pass, pass pro, so Kyle can have a little extra time to read through, those really tight zones, down in the red zone. We got to cover up guys in the run game. And really, everybody, all 11, have to be clicking, especially down there because there's not much space to work. You got to be able to, man up and do what you got to do to get that ball in the end zone.
Is it the most frustrating thing you can experience that when you have a 15-play drive and it just comes back to
Oh yeah, especially when you have two 15-play drives, another 11, 12-play drive, and it's things that we're doing. It's not them really stopping us. It's really us stopping ourselves. That's the most frustrating part.
Doing some things extra to prepare for this game than you would say another game?
I'm watching film on them. Every week I try to get a profile of the ends that I'm facing, understand what kind of football player they are, what they like to go to, in certain situations, how they like to line up when they're doing certain things, and just trying to understand who I'm playing against and have a better, understanding where I need to put myself, how I need to go about, doing this week of practice and maybe changing up, my angles a little bit, really working that silent count and getting off the ball because he does a great job of timing up the snap and just, being ready to come and play and be, productive.
You probably asked a couple times about how effective they've been, I guess, in the pass rush. And I guess just talk about that. Coach Sweeney's saying they really only send a four-man rush. They don't really do a whole lot in terms of bringing linebackers and safeties in.
Yeah, they're not a huge blitz team because of the success they have had, with the four-man rush. Both their DNs are great players. They're inside guys, quick guys. You got to get your hands on them, be ready for a battle, and fight until the quarterback can get the ball off. They've done such a good job. They are #1 in the nation. They have a lot of success. It's going to be a big test for us. There's 5 guys to win our individual matchups and give Cal the time he needs back there.
Is that something you as an offensive lineman like to have? You pretty much know what's going to come at you, so it's just go out there and beat your guy.
Yeah, you got to take pride in winning the individual matchups. You got to take pride in preparing yourself for that type of opponent. Has a lot of skill and a lot of weapons across that front four, pass rush. Really, just as a defensive line, because even in the run game, they're doing, on film, they're doing the right things, to stop the run and the passing. That defense is a good defense, and I feel like we come prepared and I have a lot of confidence in my guys that we can come, do a good job against that front.
Is Jenkins the guy you'll be matched up with a lot?
Yeah, I have Jenkins. He's always on the left side.
Yeah. What kind of rusher is he? Like a bull guy straight ahead, or crafty, or a little bit of both?
He's a smaller guy, probably about 240.
Yeah.
I think he got him listed about 239, and he's a really quick guy. He can go inside, he can get around the edge and turn the corner. He can turn the corner, as well as any of the DNs I played against this year. And he can do a little bit of it all. He's not a huge bull rush guy because he can out quick and out athlete you out there on that edge. But he's done a good job against some good offensive tackles. I have to really bring my A game and block that guy.
He's just a sophomore, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
he's going to be a great player.
You didn't face him last year?
No. He's going to be a good player. I really believe that kid's going to be a real good player.
Thanks.